everyone. It is Tuesday. I am on my way to work, and here's what I'm taking with me for beverages, lunch, and snack. Coffee is regular K-cup with 1 tablespoon of regular half and half for 1 Smart Point. My tea this morning is going to be the Tea Me Focus. This has like a little kind of peppery flavor to me. I like it, but it's different. It's kind of peppery. So Tea Me Focus for 0 Smart Points. Lunch is the cabbage soup that I made Sunday night for 0 Smart Points. And then I have a little green bean and cherry tomato kind of stir fry that I did in the air fryer this morning. So 0 Smart Points for that. And then my snack is some mini bell peppers for 0 Smart Points. So everything I'm having until dinner tonight is going to be 1 Smart Points.
Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday about 11:30 and it's so beautiful outside. Here's my outfit of the day. I got my spring colors going on still and it's feeling very spring-like. I feel like it's been forever and a day since I have actually taken a regular walk break and been out here to talk to you guys, so that's kind of nice. And the reason I actually decided to do that today is because I still have a ton of work, but I have just been going through so much emotional stress lately, and then not being like on my regular routine. It's just everything is really compounding, and I feel like I just need to get back to some of my regular routines and do the things that, I don't know, make my world right. So I'm doing a walk break today. I'm taking a little mental break. Thankfully, the transcription is done. I just need to zip through and proof it. I've got a cake pop order that's due on Friday, so I'll just take a couple evenings this week to knock out some cake pops, and the rest is work until Friday at 6 p.m. Bam! Vacation. So I was listening to some Fat Dag this morning and I feel like I was getting my hand slapped, or maybe just getting a good reminder about being on program and being on points. One thing, it is the newest podcast I was listening to. If you guys are interested in listening to that, one thing that really stuck out to me was something that a reader or a listener wrote in to say. He said, plan what you eat, got that part, and eat what you plan. Now that's the part I could definitely work on. So that really stuck with me this morning. Plan what you eat and eat what you plan, Julie. So need to work on that for sure. I don't really know how much planning I can do for the vacation days, because I don't know where we're eating like at all. I can plan lunch, and I can, plan to stick to some of the points friendlier foods, but I can't really like fine tune plan like I'm used to. So anyway, trying to get back to my regular Julie things like this walk, which is a definitely good mental break that I needed from work this morning. I will be running a mile at lunch today, and then doing my tricep pull downs. I need to do my challenge exercises at some point today. My quads are hurting. Kat said maybe it's because I'm not like sticking my butt out far enough when I do the squats. I'm sticking my butt out pretty far. Does that mean that I need to like not go down as much maybe? I don't know. The squats are the most challenging thing for me. The April Swing into Spring challenge. The challenge for today is to eat 20 grams of protein at each meal. I'm not going to hit that one because unfortunately I have already planned my entire week's worth of menus, and I didn't take that into account. So, and I could have looked like a day ago or 2 days ago and thought about it a little harder, but I just didn't. I didn't pre-plan well enough to include the challenge, so I probably won't be hitting that one today. But that is how my day is shaping up to be. I was hopeful that the scale would give me some good news this morning. Today is weigh-in day. I am exactly the same on my scale as I was last Tuesday on my scale in the morning. Now that could very definitely change by the time I get to my Weight Watchers meeting, because it's a full day. I have to eat and drink like normal. So I may be the same as last week. I might be up a little bit, I might be down a little bit, but essentially it's the same. And this is my last weigh-in before vacation, so it's kind of important to me, but there's really nothing I can do about it now. I am where I am in weight, and not weighing in is not going to change that number. So might as well weigh in, see where I'm at, assess what's worked and not worked, and make a plan for how I can make things better, or how I can actually maybe minimize the damage on vacation. So I'm not sure, but I'll share that number with you later tonight. I'm actually working this Weight Watchers meeting, so it won't go down as an official Weight Watchers weigh-in, but on my book I count it as official because it's a Weight Watchers scale. So anyway, I'm almost back to work. I'm gonna get back to work. Okay, so I actually remember that I had this light muscle milk in the car, 20 grams of protein. So I'm gonna stick this in the freezer about 2 o'clock and have it with my lunch at 4 o'clock for 20 grams of protein. And 1 extra point is not gonna make a huge difference in my day. For dinner, I'm having a baked potato and soup, so I don't know, maybe I'll add some chicken to the soup or see how many grams of protein in an egg. It's 6:07 and I am on my way to job number 2, or do we call this 3 or 4? Today I'm actually almost done with the transcription. I still just need to proof it, and I realized as wonderful as it feels to be done, I'm also wanting the next job. I feel like I'm just driven, and I'm not driven by money, but I just feel like I want to be as productive and earn as much money as I can, because you know, we need it. I want to be able to continue to lead the lifestyle that I lead, and I know that I need extra money for clothes that I buy, or vacations that I go on, or the food that I eat and the wine that I drink. So I just want to be able to contribute to my family by earning as much money as I possibly can. So as much stress as I put on myself, I guess I enjoy it. Anyway, I am on my way to job number 2. We'll call this job number 2 because it's the salaried job. Not salaried, but it's the actual paycheck job. So I'm going to Weight Watchers tonight. This is usually my meeting time and my weigh-in time, but I am subbing for a friend tonight and last week. So I'm still working on my TMT because it takes me all day to finish this 1 container. I can't remember how many ounces this is. I believe it's 12, because I usually, when I brew it in the morning, I brew it with 8 ounces of water, and then I let it steep for a while, and then I add ice to top it off. So I think it's 12 ounces. But look what came today. Bam! That is big and beautiful and ginormous. Like, this is gonna last me a day and a half. This might actually encourage me to drink a little more water, because I have a hard time drinking fluids. Obviously, I just don't. I mean, if it takes me all day just to get through this, then obviously I'm not drinking very much. So look at the size difference. I don't know if you can tell, but this one seems so huge to me, but I'm super excited. So when I was looking on the website, I really loved the mermaid tumbler, and Lisa Vickroy, thank you so much, pointed out to me that it's really just an insert. So I'm gonna like hack my own teamy tumbler, and I'm going to put an insert in here, and I'm going to go to Michael's and look for craft I'm gonna go to Michael's and look for scrapbook paper that is that shimmery white pretty thing, and I'm gonna cut it to size, and then I'm gonna laminate it by just putting packing tape on it, because I don't want it to get ruined from any moisture or if I get the inside wall wet. So I'm super excited this came though. Very, very cool. I did my squats today in the bathroom. I went in the handicap stall because it's larger, but what I ended up doing was hanging on to the handicap rail, and I held on to it in the front, not on the sides, but in the front, so that when I went backwards, I could actually, it allowed me to go deeper into the squat, and then I could feel it in my butt, which is where it's supposed to happen. So I was able to do all 60 squats hanging on and feeling it in my butt where I need to feel it. So if you guys are having problems with the squats, I know there have been at least 1 or 2 of you that have said they are really difficult as well. Try that for modification of the exercise. I don't know how many squats we're supposed to work up to by the end of the month. I'm almost afraid to look. So anyway, that really worked out for me today. I ran my mile at lunch. I did my tricep pull downs, and then I couldn't remember how many of the other exercises I was supposed to do, so I just did 20 leg lifts and 5 push-ups again. So when I get home, I just need to do 15 leg lifts and 2 more push-ups, and then I'm done. Guns, Buns and Abs for day 3 already. Wow. I added my 20 grams of protein via muscle milk to my lunch, and I'm going to add 2 poached eggs. So instead of having a baked potato and soup, I'm gonna have just the baked potato. I'm gonna do a baked potato with 2 poached eggs, which is 13 grams of protein. A 1/4 cup of Kraft fat-free shredded cheddar is 9 grams of protein, and then 2 tablespoons of Trader Joe's Simply Fat-Free Sour Cream is another 3 grams of protein. So that will actually be 13 plus 9 is 22, 25. So 25 grams of protein for my dinner. So that's good. And that's not counting whatever is in the baked potato, because I know there is minimal amount in the baked potato. So that will complete my challenge, my second challenge for the day, which is the swing into spring. So I'm going into weigh. Like I said this morning, I could be up a little, I could be down a little. I'm pretty much just exactly where I was last week, but I'm feeling pretty good for moving into vacation on the weekend, because I have this whole week, 5 days, to really just be dead on with 23 smart points. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. And then also with the challenge going on, and the fact that I have to keep running because I have a half marathon in about 2.5 weeks. So all of that is kind of making me feel okay about vacation and whatever I might eat or do. I'm also like easing back into the mindset where like all of my splurge, the things I wanted to splurge on, are pretty much over and done. So I'm now going back to the mind frame that I don't eat that way. Like I just don't eat that way on a regular basis. It's not me. It's not how I live anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's fun for a time. But I don't need pizza every day. I don't need all these splurges at the food festival. I'm totally okay with salmon and chicken and vegetables and eggs and things that are fresh and healthy. So, because that's how I eat. That's how I like to eat. I like my wraps. I like peanut butter wraps and turkey wraps, those are probably going to be my go-tos for lunches in Florida, because that's what worked for me last year. And it's a very low point, a very portable lunch that I can have in Florida and then have a dinner in a restaurant. So I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling like, I'm easing back into myself. Like, this is what I do, and this is how I eat, and this is how I live my life, and it makes me feel better. You know what I mean? So I don't need to be eating enchiladas and pastas and all the, I'm gonna want pizza in Florida though, I'll tell you that much, because pizza always sounds good. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, I will let you guys know how in with, and I'll see you after that. I actually am looking ahead for once to tomorrow's spring swing into spring challenge, and the challenge for tomorrow is to do a DIY sports drink or smoothie or protein shake. So I would like to have mine for my snack tomorrow, and I don't have any kind of a shaker bottle or a blender or anything, and I do not like smoothies that are blended in the morning with ice and then they sit in the refrigerator and you drink them later, because everything settles and it's really disgusting. Half of it liquefies and half of it is just gross. So I think I'm gonna stop by Target tonight and look to see if they have a small personal blender that I can take to work, which is something that I had already discussed with Sally that I was probably going to do, because after I get back from vacation, Sally and a few other people, we are going to be doing a small smoothie challenge. So Julie's gonna need a little smoothie break to probably get a couple pounds off. So once I get back from vacation, I'm gonna need a mini personal blender at work anyway. So, and I had already planned on that. So I'm gonna go to Target tonight and see if I can find one, and I just hope it's inexpensive, because I don't want to be spending a lot of money before vacation, even though I know it's something I am definitely going to use after. So I'll show you guys what I find, if I find anything. I actually did also think about getting one of the shaker bottles from Weight Watchers, since I'm actually going there right now, but I prefer my smoothies with ice for one thing, and then the smoothie that I want to make tomorrow has bananas, so you know, one of those little shaker things inside a shaker bottle is not going to pulverize my banana or blend it up in any way. So I'm just going to go to Target and see what they have, and I'll see you guys after that. Okay, as I suspected, I'm very close to last week, but I am unfortunately up a little bit again. So last week I was 138.0 and this week I was 138.4. So not up very much. There's an ambulance coming, so, oh, it's a cop car. Somebody's in trouble. Okay, so last week I was 138.0. This week I am 138.4. So not a huge gain. And what I usually tell the members when they have a gain, or you guys, I'm like, seriously, that's just a poop, you know? So, or an extra cup of water. So it's not a big deal, but I think the thing that bothers me, number one, is that it's 2 gains in a row. 2 gains in 2 weeks, and number 2, that I'm going on vacation on Saturday, so it's going to be especially hard to keep to drop anything over the next couple weeks. So I'm obviously going to try, or at least try and do my best, but anyway, that's where it stands for today, and I'm just accepting it and moving on and continuing to do my best, because that's what I do, even though I feel like I have just kind of been floundering lately. So Fat Dag responded, I posted a comment on his video on YouTube, and he responded that it's just, you don't think about it, just do it, you know? I said it's just a numbers thing, and I've been floundering and I need to just do it. So, and he's like, yeah, don't think about it, just do it. It's that simple. So the topic for tonight was, what is this? Being optimistic but realistic. So there is a difference. So as my leader phrased it, being optimistic is fabulous, but also being realistic, as in, okay, I'm gonna do better this week. I'm just gonna do better. And saying that every single week without really ever instigating a plan as to how you're going to do better. And you know me in planning, I 100% agree with that. And this is exactly where I feel like I'm at, like, oh my gosh, I'm up again, I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. And as the phrase from Fat Dag's video earlier, plan what you eat, I got that, I totally got that. But eat what you plan. And then also, when you're out of points, stop eating points. How do I just ignore that a lot of days, you know? 2 to 3 days out of 7. I can't keep ignoring that. When I'm out of points, stop eating points, or stop drinking points, Julie. So I do really need to just get back on track, and just the fact that I'm going on vacation makes it just ever more challenging. But what I'm going to try to do, one thing that really worked for me last year was, of course, taking our lunches, packing our own lunches during the day. So I will be having fruit and wraps during the day. And literally probably the same 2 wraps, because a turkey apple wrap with mustard and a peanut butter banana wrap. Those 2 wraps are very portable, very easy to make, and they also keep fairly well in the heat. So the turkey apple, gotta kind of be a little bit careful, but we're in and out of air conditioning, so it would never really just like be sitting in the sun. So those 2 wraps are for sure. I'm probably just gonna alternate them every day for lunch and then add fruit. So if you guys have any other suggestions for a wrap that would be 1 to 2 points that I can pack and carry into the parks in Florida, please let me know, because I'm looking for ideas. But really, I want it to be 1 to 2 points. So throw some ideas at me. Also, remember, it's got to be something easy, because I'm going to be in a hotel and I have to get the supplies from probably like Walmart. So it has to be easy and supplies that I can get relatively inexpensively. So I'm going to do that. I don't eat breakfast, so I'll be doing just coffee in the morning. And I haven't decided yet if I am going to bring my Teamy Colon, because I need that every few days just to stay regular. I don't know yet if I'm going to bring my other Teamy Teas. I might, and I'm contemplating bringing this big giant tumbler, but then on the other hand, I really don't want to carry something that big around all day. But I will have a big backpack, so I don't know. I'm still thinking about that one. So that's breakfast and lunch, coffee and lunch. And then for dinner we'll be going out, and I will be having wine for dinner. And I will probably, I don't know yet, on a lot of days I may be going over my normal everyday wine allotment because I'm on vacation. But for the most part, for food, I want to stick with good, healthy alternatives. Chicken breast, fish. I should be able to get so much fresh fish in the Bahamas, right? Like, fish should be super easy the few days that we're there. And then, chicken, fish, eggs, salads. I love all these things, and I really want to start tricking my mind, or believing that this is what I eat and this is what I like to eat, because I do. So that is my plan, to stick with the healthier options for the most part. There is at least one day that we're going to be eating, one night we're having a catered meal. I think it was chicken. So it might, but it's dishes that have other things in them. So that catered meal I may not have a lot of control over. And then another catered meal is going to be Cuban food, so that might be a little higher in points too. But for the most part, I really plan and really want to make some healthy choices for food. And for drinks, I always go with the lowest point beverages anyway, wine and mojitos. That's what I'll probably stick with. And maybe some Bloody Marys, because those are kind of good the other day too. So that's my plan for Florida. I'm going to be optimistic and realistic. I'm going to plan what I eat and eat what I plan. And I'm just going to keep doing my best. But I'm also going to enjoy every moment of my vacation. So that's that. Anyway, I'm headed to Target, and I'll show you guys the blender if I find one, which I hope I do. Okay guys, I'm really, really excited because I found this Hamilton Beach personal blender. It's portable. The cord wraps up in the bottom. You make your drink inside the drink container, and then you can drink it directly out of that. It was $14.89. Yay! So I'm all set for making my smoothie for tomorrow for the Swing into Spring challenge, and then I'm all set for my smoothie challenge, protein shake challenge that I'm going to be doing after I get back from Florida. So $14.89. That's a good deal. And that is such a good deal. I don't know if I want to leave it at work, because what if I want to have a smoothie at home on the weekends or for a snack? So it's a really good deal. I love that it's portable and it's very, very small. I think I had one like that, very similar. It's way packed away in storage. I have no idea where. So I think it's going to be pretty similar to the one I had. I'm just really happy that it didn't cost very much. So now I'm headed home to make dinner, and I'll show you dinner in just a minute. In a flash, the magic of video.
Okay, it's 9:37 and here is my dinner. So this is a gigantic baked potato. It is 7 smart points for the baked potato. I just microwaved that for about 6 minutes. I like it firm, so it's really firm. But I did 2 potatoes at the same time. So anyway, you can microwave a baked potato if you guys didn't know that. So the baked potato is 7 smart points. And then on top of the baked potato, you can't see them, but I have 2 poached eggs for 0 smart points. And then on top of the eggs, I have 1/4 cup of fat-free shredded cheddar for 0 smart points. On top of that, I have 2 tablespoons of Trader Joe's Simply Fat-Free Sour Cream for 0 smart points. And then some Trader Joe's Everything But the Bagel Sesame Seasoning Blend for 0. So my entire potato is 7 smart points. My beverage tonight is my half and half sangria. So it is 16 ounces of red wine for 14 smart points and 1 diet squirt for 0 smart points. I have some sliced orange in there and some sliced sweet lemon. Eddie's mom got a whole bunch of these sweet lemons today from a friend, and they're actually really good. They are sweeter. So I have some of that in there. So my beverage is 14 smart points. I got my frozen grapes ready to go. So dinner is 21 smart points, and then I had 1 smart point for the muscle milk and 1 smart point for coffee today. So that leaves me at exactly 23 smart points, which is a blue dot, my second blue dot of the week. And for this swing into spring challenge, the 20 grams of protein at each meal for today, I have 13 grams of protein in the 2 eggs. I have 9 grams of protein in the shredded cheddar and 3 grams of protein in the sour cream. So that carries me over 20 grams of protein for this meal.
Ran out.
What are you making?
I'm making a Mickey egg and cheese sandwich.
And it's cute.
Well, this is the bad side. It's a good side.
Ah, super cute. Lots of yummy cheese. There's the bread. Enjoy your dinner.